Hi everyone, this is Rob from the Geek Show Podcast Network. We're at EGX 2017 and we're down at the other end of the massive NEC. We've discovered something interesting. We've discovered Frank and City of Kings. So Frank, tell us more about City of Kings.
So the City of Kings is a video game inspired RPG adventure board game. So it kind of takes everything from like the MMORPG world and the D&D world and puts it into a paper form. Exploring this big open world, discovering quests and creatures, lakes where you can go fishing, and kind of gives you an adventure.
Okay, fantastic. So when you say world, are you actually talking about a proper open world type thing?
Yeah, so that was the goal for me, was to create an open world. So for the last 2.5 years, I've been trying to write the stories, design these characters, and create this world. And the game tells some of the stories within that. Okay. So you really start like in the corner, you know nothing, and you turn over these tiles that show you what's there. So you get a real like kind of sense of exploration into the unknown.
I have to ask, is one of your characters, one of your starting characters, the orphan boy?
No.
In the village?
There's no orphan boy in the character yet.
That's
maybe in an expansion later on.
That's a shame. But okay, so what are the inspirations behind City of Kings?
So I've been playing video games for kind of 20-25 years, and I've been playing board games for quite a long time as well. And I find that in the board game world, you still don't have the kind of the giant worlds, the big kind of immersive adventures, and that kind of backstory. You know, a lot of games in the board game world are, this is a kind of story that's been written just for this game. And I wanted to take the kind of the AAA game approach, which is, you know, build the world and then do the mechanics. And the open world immersion of it. There's a lot of games that say, keep doing this, do this, do this, do this. Whereas I wanted to set a world where it said, just go and have fun for 2 hours and work out what you want to do. And there's goals and there's objectives, but it's kind of that openness of how you get there is up to you.
Oh, fantastic. So, tell me a little bit about the actual construction of the game. How does one go about making a game like this?
Okay, so making board games there's so many ways to approach it. But for me, I was traveling to Amsterdam for work. And I literally used scraps of paper that I found in the hotel and a pen, and I started building a prototype. So literally writing notes on bits of paper, playing around and seeing what happens. And over time, as the game kind of evolved, I started to tidy that up and neaten it up. There's lots of online resources where you can kind of get printed versions of them made, and you can get the odd prototype made. So the prototypes that we're using, we used a company called Game Crafter in America, and they printed one copy of the game for us and sent it to us. So over time, we've been able to kind of evolve how that game looks.
Okay, so this really fascinates me because you've got all sorts of bits and pieces that are on the table in front of us. And so I'm looking at this, and it looks very, very, very complicated. And slightly intimidating.
So that's always one of the worries. So when we're doing these demos and these shows, we have everything out on the table. So this shows you the entire game, all of the stuff in the box. But when you play the game, you're going to play through 19 sessions. And those sessions gradually introduce you to the content.
19 sessions?
19 sessions.
Wow.
So in the same way that like when you play an MMO, you start in a starting area. Things are simple. They don't tell you how to like do a raid in your first 5 minutes. They just introduce you to it. So as you start the game, you have a few things and you start adventuring. And as you discover things, it tells you how they work and how you use them. So the game is designed to give you that kind of same self-learning that you get in a video game as you adventure through this world.
Okay, that is a very unusual approach.
It's coming from a video game background. I don't remember the last time I played a video game and read the rule book or the instructions. You know, you run into the world, you press buttons, and you have fun. So we wanted to try and reduce the upfront learning and try and recreate that experience as much as possible.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I totally get it now.
Cool. It's a lot of clapping.
Oh, wow. Anyway, Frank, thank you so much for talking.
No worries, thank you.
When is City of Kings due out?
So we are just about to start shipping, and it's going to be in stores around England at the start of next year, kind of January, February time.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for talking.
Great, thank you very much.